Check, check. We are live, it looks like. Once again, my stream title is full of typos. No surprise to anyone, including me. Steph, what's up, sister? Cheers to you. I have to apologize if anyone really thought that some Trumpers were going to come and debate me. We know that is never going to happen, probably. That's all right. Happy MLK Day to everyone. Martin Luther King was someone that had piqued my interest and curiosity and love for history. I don't know if I don't have a screenshot of it, but I did a pencil portrait of MLK probably 30 some years ago, my early 20s. You can find that in my art compilation video where I have a bunch of paintings, drawings, and all that stuff. But I've only done a couple portraits in my life, and I've mostly paintings, but the MLK pencil portrait was the first portrait I had ever done. So I celebrate MLK in a quiet way almost every day. Yeah, I was chat battling with the Trumpers over there in the White House chat, and of course they love just spewing bullshit, so I challenged them. They didn't want to fucking back up their claims, of course. So I thought I'd be a dick and set up a fucking stream and drop their names in it. Gloria, what's up, sister? Uh-oh, looks like my streaming software wants to keep dropping off. I don't know how long this stream will be anyways, but probably not super long. It's cold as fuck here. I'm a little exhausted. Yeah, I hope you're staying warm, Gloria. It's like cold everywhere. Got to get through this last little blast of fucking severe winter. Hopefully this will be it. February's looking like it's going to be quite a bit nicer, at least for my area. So I understand we have all kinds of Republican lawmakers saying that if Trump attacks an ally, that they will impeach him. They'll move to impeach him. So the poll tonight, I asked, will Republicans vote to impeach Trump? I don't vote in my polls, but if I did, I wouldn't know how to answer that. So it's a tough one for you guys tonight for sure. We kind of know where the Trumpers are going to land on that. Just looking around at some news, some headlines. Here, MoneyWire, which is not a fucking legitimate news source, says Trump reveals $1,776 warrior dividend checks for millions of Americans, and they're on the way. Here's who's eligible and what to do if you're not. In a televised address to the nation on December 17th, President Donald Trump unveiled a surprise Christmas bonus for one group of Americans. I am proud to announce that more than 1,450,000 military service members will receive a special we call warrior dividend before Christmas, Trump said. So still no check for the Trumpers or any other Americans. So our buddy Jay Tyrus there is or Sonny Pig is hanging out in another chat saying he don't have time now to come and do the debate that he wanted to fucking so badly do. Kate, welcome to the stream. Kate says if Trump were to invade Greenland before the midterms, the Republicans in the Senate would remove him. I watched the Senate 9 out of 10 days, and they are in session. It is like watching paint dry. Yeah, I stream a lot of not so much the Senate floor. I have to, like, when they're, if there's votes, a vote on something important. But I do stream a lot of the House floor goings on. Yeah, I agree. I think that it's Kate. I'm surprised. Like, I figured that. I guess they haven't quite burnt through all their clout, but they're about to, and maybe so. We'll probably see as we get closer to the midterms. We'll probably see Republicans start to drop off from the Trump nonsense more and more, I would assume, as they probably seek re-election, or many of them. Yeah, the House speeches get pretty definitely they get going on some they get a good volley going, don't they? I think Thursday is I think it's Thursday the 22nd, Kate. I can't be totally sure, but I've had a few people tell me that it's Thursday is the Jack Smith hearing. And I will definitely be streaming that. I think the 22nd. I'll double check though. Cause yeah, definitely want to be bringing that to you guys and watching it myself. Trump is gonna fucking lose his fucking shit that day, you guys. Who knows? Maybe that'll be the day that he hits Iran. That could be, huh? Ten AM Eastern time. So we have 287 days, 3 hours, 22 minutes until the midterm elections, and they're looking brighter and brighter for the Dems. Was that Kate says still the most explosive one she watched was Lewandowski? Are you talking about hearings? There was one Zoom hearing that for one of Trump's attorneys, and I can't keep these people straight. For some reason, I don't think it was Lewandowski, but Laura, what's up, sister? 2 hour national walkout tomorrow, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern. Laura, is that a Canada thing or is that here in the U.S.? I imagine here in the U.S., since Canada has a decent leader. Mel's, what's up, sister? Cheers to you. U.S., right on. A tool elk? Are you Central Time, Kate? Tule elk? Oh, it's not. I can't access that page, Laura. Probably make sure I have my VPN on. Or maybe that's why I can't. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, which would be 3 p.m. Eastern, right on. So again, just a heads up, full disclosures, there probably won't be any debate between me and Trumpers tonight. They just never show. They run their mouth, and so I oblige them. And of course, they all of a sudden disappear out of the chat that I was yapping at them in. Yeah, exactly. Mel says 287 days of more hell and destruction. It's going to get really ugly and nasty. There's no doubt about it. I don't know how we avoid that other than getting more Republicans on board to impeach him even before the elections. I don't know if that, the Republicans want to keep their majority. That'd be the way to do it. Impeach Trump and they just might have a chance to hang on. Not that I want to give them any great ideas, but we definitely, for the, it would be best for us and the world to have Trump removed. Yeah, Mel's, I hope to do some little. It's tough. I don't know how I want to word it, because I don't want to send the wrong message to people thinking that I'm some sort of conspiracy nut prepper. But I think we should be prepared for if Trump does invoke the Insurrection Act or declare martial law, that especially folks, who are in bigger metropolitan areas, you know what I mean? We didn't, here where I'm at, we didn't see I feel like there was one point where we couldn't get um hamburger or something during the pandemic, um just for maybe a few days or something. But being where I'm at, usually the store stayed pretty stocked other than toilet paper. But I don't know how it'll go. I would assume that maybe immediately there may be some support from local governments to enforce Trump's fucking orders, but if there is, it won't last long. It's going to be sporadic. It's going to be here and there, and it's going to be a complete disaster. So I don't know how that's going to affect everything else, right? Let's hope it doesn't get to that point, but hoping doesn't feed the cows or whatever. Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll never get out of this, and this won't be cleaned up probably in my lifetime, right, Miles? It's going to take decades to undo all the damage. And then like in fucking, you know, 30 years, we may be back to where we were before Trump screwed everything up. Mel says she's been going to our ICE facility. What a bunch of mofo motherfuckers stealing people and going door knocking in Mexican hoods. Yeah, they're not even supposed, like, as far as I know, and I've seen it a few times from federal, former federal law enforcement, from former government officials, military. There is, legal professionals. ICE does not have what is called oh fuck, I'll never remember the name of the warrant, but they don't have warrants where they're able to enter people's house. At least 99% of these warrants, they are not authorized to enter someone's house, even if that's the person's house that they're looking for or whatever. So, yeah, we've had Lala's here. Lala, you might be interested in this story. 3 Native Americans have disappeared in Minnesota after ICE agents arrested 5 of them. A group of like 5 Native Americans there. 3 are still missing, not being heard from. Families can't contact them. So I just want to let everybody know the Dina Woe makeup thingy is Lala. Lala is a proud Native American, but one of the most racist people I've ever met in my life. So Lala, what's your thoughts? What do you think about your peoples being disappeared by ICE? I mean, is there any possible way for a Native American to be here illegally? I mean, is that possible at all? Yeah, people are worried, Miles. I agree. I mean, I'm certainly concerned. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of these raids here in Michigan, but they may be coming. Lala, you have like 5 seconds to answer me, and then I'm removing your fucking Chud Charade account. Lala, being a Native American woman, are you happy that ICE has disappeared 3 of your fellow Native Americans? 4, 3, 2. All right. Bye-bye, Lala. Bye-byes. Bubs. Gonzville. Just like that. All right, you guys, if you haven't hit that thumbs up or down, I would love it so much if you did. Share with those you love and those you don't. If you haven't subscribed, you can do that and ring the all bell and get all notifications for all the different stuff that we do here on the channel, from natural disasters and breaking news and protests and music to me just sitting here running my gob. Oh, it is true, Lala. Lala, do you want to join me on screen? We could do it. I could set up a StreamYard real quick. You want to come and explain to me how that isn't true? Here we go, Lala. Let me bring this up so you all can see it. I'm sure she won't stick around for this because it'd be too embarrassing to her. Here you go, Lala. I didn't even plan on it this way, but it's even a fox. It's even from Fox. So let me get my big head out of the way. And maybe expand this. Blow it up a little bit. There we go. Move it over, maybe. Okay, I'm going to slaughter this, but Oglala Sioux tribes search for members. What we know, tribal president Frank Starr comes out, says 4 unhoused men living near the Little Earth housing project were detained by ICE weeks ago. A tribal witness confirmed their affiliation, but names are unavailable. 1 man has been released while 3 remain missing. The tribe is ready to provide enrollment documents to federal officials to aid in locating the detained members. Tribal attorneys are also reaching out to Minnesota Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan for assistance. Chase Iron Eyes, a member of the Oglala Sioux tribe, emphasized unity and the challenges faced, stating, "We're in this together, and the fact that we're dealing with deliberate instigations of violence against tribal members, American citizens, against peaceable American families, put us in a place where the dividing line between law and order and lawlessness is being blurred at all times. We're going to be here for the long haul. We're going to be here for the duration, and we will find our people." So that is from Tribal President Frank Starr. So we don't know that we don't know what's happened to them. This is one of the worst cases. The identities of the 3 men that are still detained and their current locations remain unknown. So they don't even know, by saying that they don't know where their location is, that they may not, I don't want to think the worst, but we've seen people coming up dead from these ICE facilities. So, oh, well, Lala, a few minutes ago, Lala said that it was a lie. And now she's saying they broke the law. You're a fucking mess. You know that? I know I'm going to piss you off, and I'm okay with that. Why don't you stop fucking being a dumb lying bitch? Is there any chance of that? I mean, do you really fucking hate your own people? That it's one thing you want to fucking hate whiteys like me, but why do you hate your own people? Is it because you're self-loathing, because you're disappointed and completely fucking frustrated with what a failure you are? Lala, there could not be a more fucking disgusting thing to or position to take than you calling innocent people, your own fucking people, criminals when they aren't. I mean, really? You think Trump loves you that much, huh, lady? Good for you. You got some special kind of fucking thinking there. Kez, what's up? How's the carpenter business going? Carpentry? Yeah, her cell phone won't let her join a fucking chat. I love the excuses these people make, that's for sure. Kate says, excuse me, as of yesterday, 5 people have died in ICE custody this year alone. Wow. Let's hope, yeah. I mean, look, it's been weeks and weeks, and they haven't been able to locate these folks, these 3 Native American men. It doesn't look good. It does not look good. Sadly. Max says, any chance you would unblock me on Chud Chat so I can call you stupid too? Cheers, macaroni. Lala says the American Indian movement in Minneapolis doesn't back Native Americans getting involved in the protests in Minneapolis. Well, who gives a fuck? That's their right as an American. Lala, who gives a shit if the American Indian movement doesn't back natives fucking standing up for their civil rights? We get it. We get that there's plenty of you. It doesn't matter that you're native. We get that there's plenty of fucking humans out there within our country's border that are cowards and afraid to stand up for their neighbors. We get that. See it every day. Kate says, I'm hoping the trend slows down. Well, I think we're going to see... oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I think we're going to see... we're going to have to see some sort of ramping up of the chaos by Trump, right? Like, he isn't going to back down. You guys know that. You can't tell him no. It doesn't matter. I mean, we'll see what happens with this Greenland thing. There's no way in hell he's probably going to, like, actually invade or attack Greenland or try and, seize it. But I don't know. I mean, he's been warned pretty heavily from Congress, but they're made up of quite a few cowards. I just don't know, okay? I don't know. Like, a lot of pundits that I watch, and I watch a lot of conservative, like, common sense conservative pundits, and they seem to feel that Minnesota is a testing ground for Trump's Insurrection Act or martial law wet dreams. Lala, fair enough. Lala says she was saying it was a lie that they were kidnapped. they are detained because they broke the law. Can you tell me what law they broke? Because I mean, I don't know how you could possibly know what they're facing for charges if if we don't even have their names or location. Of course, you don't give a shit that they're being detained by ICE, but your claims that they broke the law are just that, unfounded claims from one really un, you know, one person that isn't credible at all. So Kate says, I expect the Insurrection Act to be invoked by the end of the week. I hope I am wrong. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think something's going to happen, Kate. Like, he's either ready to hammer down on Americans or he's going to, start slinging missiles at Iran. He needs some sort of major distraction. He needs another win, and neither of those things are going to get him a win, but that he isn't, he doesn't have normal logical thinking like most folks. They hurt the ICE agent's feelings. Yep. Yeah, that's what happens. I mean, we've seen it. Holy shit. There are so many videos out there and they get hard to watch where women are sitting, American citizens exercising their right to refuse to provide ID if they're walking on the streets, and they're getting fucking I mean, they're putting fucking grandmas into the fucking snow face first. Like, really? Three fucking beer bellied fucking ICE agents fucking pile driving grandma into the snow because they felt threatened? Did she bring her knit needles with her, or what was the problem? Yeah, exactly. Max says it pisses me off that any American citizen is detained by ICE. Yeah, I don't think you speak for the American Indian movement, and I don't think any of that bullshit matters to any of us who understand what's happening. And you clearly aren't one of those people. Counter protest against the Somalians. There aren't Somalians out there I mean, there may be some Somalians out there protesting. There is no such thing as a Somalia protest. You really, I tell you what, LARP, LARP, you need to balance your extreme far right propaganda with a little bit of fucking real news. I just a thought. Kate says, today I watched an indoor powwow and many speeches, and a lot of them were done by the real Americans. Right on, sister. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, my wife has some native blood, and obviously my kids and my sister, my two nieces are members of um, the Ottawa Indian tribe here in West Michigan, and so I don't claim to like be part of the culture. I don't. Nobody's ever heard me say that I'm Native American or that I understand a whole lot of it, but I pay attention, and I have folks that I love very dearly that have Native American blood. So it's I've watched so much shit in the last year. There are no Native Americans that are backing what Lala is. She's on her own. But is she really Native anyways? I mean, she claims to be Irish and Jewish and black and white. Is there any Viking? I think that's her latest one. She's a Viking. I have to look that up. I have to look up the American Indian movement and see if they have put out any statements concerning everything that's going on here. This should be good. Lala, are you ready for this? We're going to try a little Gemini AI. I usually use Chat GP. I guess maybe we're not. Or, yeah. All right, you guys just hang with me a minute. I might get quiet here as I read through this. So, I can't bring this up because I have it blown up. Otherwise, I can't see it. Lala, here is a statement, or here is the latest from the Native American, the American Indian movement. While there isn't a single unified national statement from all factions of the American Indian movement, the AIM, several leaders and organizations with direct roots in the movement have taken significant action in response to recent ICE raids and federal surge in early 2026. Oh, this is going to be good. I can feel it. Reactivation of AIM patrols in South Minneapolis. AIM patrols have returned to the streets to protect the community. Little Crow Bellecourt, a second-generation AIM leader and director of the Indigenous Protector Movement, has been leading these patrols to monitor federal agents and protect elders and youths in the city of American Indian Culture Corridor. Should I keep going? I mean, I'm sure Lala is either fucking losing her shit or she decided to leave. I can't see chat right now. So, opposition to racial profiling, leaders have condemned the raids as a form of racial profiling and an invasion. So, Lala said that they don't give a fuck about what's going on with the ICE raids, but it says here that they do. So, even though there hasn't been, again, to be fair, there hasn't been a unified national statement from AIM, there have been many prominent leaders in the group that have come out and made statements, and these are some of them. So, sovereignty and treaty rights activists and tribal leaders such as Oglala Sioux Tribe President Frank Starr comes out having characterized the detentions of Native Americans as a direct violation of binding treaties. They argue that the federal agents lack jurisdiction over tribal citizens who are categorically outside immigration jurisdiction. And that was the very question that I asked. Is it even possible for a Native American to be an illegal citizen? I mean, it's the most bonkers fucking thing, right? Just not possible. Just not possible. I mean, it really shouldn't be possible for anyone born here to be considered illegal, but we live in a new time. Yeah, well, Lala says, well, whatever, cry harder. They broke the law and they are detained. Again, just to clear up Lala's misinformation there is no indication that they broke the law whatsoever. And she says the American Indian movement doesn't support protests against ICE, so there's that. And actually, they do seem to be supporting the protests against ICE by their statements made saying they do not condone what is going on with the ICE raids and feel that it is a clear violation of the treaties. So yeah, it's I mean, for them to come out and say, did they come out and say we support the protests against ICE? No, they didn't. But does anybody come out and say that? I mean, is there any groups outside of government, any large organizations that are coming out and saying we support the protests against ICE? That matter of factly, I don't think so. I mean, there may be some, but I think it's all, you have to look at people's actions, and not just the lack of words. So yeah, that was good stuff. Thanks, Lala. Thanks for coming by. As you noticed, you didn't get timed out, you didn't get deleted, and you didn't get banned. How about that? But I appreciate you. And there was a reason I didn't time you out or ban you, is because I knew you would provide all kinds of fucking bonkers fucking, opinions from the far right kooks. Yeah, Max, she's a Viking. Arr, a pirate. So seriously, like, I've seen Lala claim to be Jewish, Irish, Native American, black, white, and Viking. And apparently both her parents, or one of her parents, were full blood native. Um so that leaves all that other muttness to one of her other parents. And I don't judge about that. TV's a big mutt. I'm Polish, Dutch, Scottish, and who knows what else. Lala does like hate. She's a really lousy person, so she's someone that we battled with. I'm surprised after all the nasty shit, Kate, if I went down the list of nasty shit that she's tried to do to me personally, you'd probably have a little less respect for me, wonder why the fuck I'd tolerate her. But none of the shit that these fucks try to pull on me has ever done any harm, so I just take it as like training. That was good. That was fun stuff. Fun, funny, funny. These little bunnies. Funny, not funny. So I asked tonight, will Republicans vote to impeach Trump? 9 folks have voted. 33% say yes. 67% say no. I'll leave the poll up until the end of the stream. Um, I think I think some of that's gonna, like, maybe I should have added in there if Trump decides to attack Greenland or an ally, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, she didn't get timed out. She got fucking called out. Aaron, cheers, brother. Aaron says the state of Wisconsin apologizes. TV. There is a bottom of a barrel, unfortunately. Yeah. All right. I guess I should have added her name to the title, huh? Max says, TV, I voted yes because there is no time limit on it and it will eventually happen. I agree, brother. What's fingers crossed, right? Aaron says, to any defense, it's very cold. I am hanging tough at 7 degrees. We are supposed to get down to 6. Tomorrow is supposed to be 14 degrees day and night. Wednesday, a little warmer at 26. And then another brutally cold front comes in, and we're looking at a high of 1 on Friday, low of -7. Single digits for a couple days. And the lows are going to be bitter. And then around the 1st of February, it's all supposed to fucking go away. Well, says now the 4th. It'll be 42 degrees on February 4th, supposedly. We'll see. Aaron says one of the kids found my big lion baton after asking 6 times about bedtime. Man, Mac, that's a world of difference, brother. I tell you, I can handle the cold like it was 17 most of today, or 13 degrees, 14 degrees, something like that. But it's like when it stays this cold for days, it really gets, I'm just stressing, you know. Like I've made a lot of changes on my plumbing and stuff this year. We got our pump and well, new well pumps inside. Jesus, that is bitter. I hope we don't get that cold. I hope they're completely wrong about the forecast, even if it's by 5, 6, 7 degrees. I hope it's a little bit warmer than what they say. Button. Oh, now that all makes sense. One of the kids found my big lion button after asking 6 times about bedtime. The kids are probably all back in school now after the break, I assume, after Christmas break. Yeah, colder than a witch's tit in a brass bra. Is it okay for me to say that on the stream? If it isn't, that's all right. I'm going to I'm going to move on anyways. I tell you what, I'm going to share Dan's link with you. Here's Liberal Dan's link to his live stream. We'll end this poll. Like I said, I knew it was going to be kind of a short stream tonight, so. Hey Bear, you just missed it, sister. I just fucking schooled. You could go back and watch. You could rewind and scroll. Eventually, the chat will post with the stream too after I end it. But yeah, I just lit Lala up on her fucking hate for her own people. Hopefully, the dingy broad is still watching and listening. I'd love to get under her skin as much as possible. A-Bear says, I'd just like to say I've had enough of MAGA stupid on the White House channel. They dishonor America and every stupid line they hit. Enter after. Yep. Every fucking thing they say is bullshit. That's why they don't come in here, Mac. You know, it isn't because of you mods, and you guys know that. It isn't because we have terrible mods or fucking, you know, heavy-handed mods. It isn't because I can manipulate a fucking live screen share in any way, shape, or form. It's because, and it's like you guys know, I'm mediocre with. I mean, compared to some of you, I'm not near as informed. I'm trying to be careful how I say it because I don't want to tell people that I don't know what the fuck's going on. I do. But, you know, I'm average as far as staying on top of shit because I'm a busy person. But to think that I could ever get any one of them in here to debate me is silly because they know they're spewing lies and the shit's way too easy to fucking debunk and disprove. So, yeah. All right. Well, A-Bear, it was good to see you, but I am about to sign off. I knew this was going to be a quick one. For whatever reason, I feel completely burnt out. I don't know if it's the weather or what, but. Yeah, A-Bear, she said that the 3 missing Native American men were broke the law, but there's been, I don't know how she would know that because there's been there's been no statement from ICE or from DHS on these 3 men. So there's been absolutely no claim of charges being brought against them. They don't have any ID. They don't even have these 3 individuals identified or know their whereabouts. I hope they are still alive and well. And I mean, Kate told us earlier, 5 people dying in DHS custody this year alone. How far are we into the year? 20 days? 19 days? Yeah, you're welcome, Gloria. All right, you guys. You wasted another perfectly good hour of your time that you'll never get back, but I appreciate you. I struggle sometimes to get up here and do these, but it's been since last Friday or some shit. So thanks for coming by. I will, don't forget, Thursday, January 22nd, 10 a.m., the Jack Smith hearing starts. I'll probably be live just, shortly before, maybe 30 minutes ahead of time. So I hope to see you guys then. I know some of you probably won't be able to make it being a morning hearing, but it'll probably go long. And so I'll cover all of it. we'll definitely stream all of it and maybe have some nice warm chats about it afterwards. Um, Things shit could get crazy. I can't imagine Trump's going to want to just allow this out into the mainstream media all by itself. He's probably going to want to do some sort of distraction or whatever he can to distract from the story. So, in the hearing. All right, you guys, be good. TV loves you. Peace out.